acquired this Chevy all-wheel drive Astra van for $700. I'm trying to build a vehicle for as little as possible, under a couple $1,000s, that can off-road, adventure, overland, live in, travel, you name it. I get lots of questions about how people really want to live and travel like I do, but they can't afford it. You see build outs on $50,000 to $150,000 vehicles, and it's just not feasible for a lot of people. It's just too expensive, especially if you don't really know if you want to live and travel in a van. So the goal is I'm going to prove to you that you can build this overlanding vehicle for less than a couple $1,000s. I picked this thing up for $700. What a deal, right? It's a deal until you realize none of the doors or locks work. Not one. And the transmission's shot. I can only go about 10 miles per hour in first gear, and I can't reverse at all. I really wanted to start with a van that had potential, that was affordable. I've always wanted a Chevy Astra van. This is an all-wheel drive, so it has the framework and the potential to be an ideal off-road camper van. I've already started fixing the windows and the locks. This back one, the lock finally works. Front doors, they don't work at all. That's the next project. If you're trying to fix a door panel, you have to pull the whole door panel off. If you haven't noticed, that's what happened when I got out of the front seat. Then you have to get your hands in there like a sloth, basically. It's like you have to have minion arms. It's impossible to get into those spaces. But once that's done, the doors and windows will work, and then we'll work on the transmission. I talked to a local guy. He said he can get it fixed for about $1,800, which I think is a pretty good deal. And from there, I should be up and running. So those are the downfalls. Let's talk about some of the positives on this van. This is an all-wheel drive van, which I think is great because there's not that many all-wheel drive model vans out there. Vans are pretty expensive these days. Most of the vans I looked at had a couple 100,000 miles on it, and it was like $5,000. Get a fully loaded or new one, so much money. So I'm really excited this is all-wheel drive. Some people don't like the Astra van all-wheel drive, they don't like the way it works, but I'm going to try driving it and see how it goes. And if I don't like it, it's not a big deal because it's like $800 for a couple parts, and you can upgrade it to four-wheel drive. And then I'll have a shifter for 4 high and 4 low. This also came with an adjustable lift kit, which is a couple $100, newish all-terrain tires, also a couple $100, and new front and back brakes. So to me, all in all, I think this van was essentially free. With any other used van that I picked up, I'd probably have to do all those things anyways. So let's go ahead and get this build started. Just putting in the futon first. I already rolled the rug down. I did that ahead of time. And I put the refrigerator in, but I'll show you the refrigerator once I get everything else in. Okay. Whew. It's like it converts into a couch, and I can make it a bed. It's perfect! I got these fabric adjustable bins for my yoga pants and swimsuits. They're perfect space savers, and they fit right under the futon. I also got some hard-sided ones, more for kitchen supplies. I haven't really loaded these all up yet, but I started with some necessities. These also fit right under the sofa. And after my flat tire experience, I'm not going to go off-road again without all of my supplies, so I'm going to keep them all organized. Just started working on a whole new kit for this van build, and I'm just putting in this organizer, and it slides right down underneath the seat. Here's some kitchen stuff. It goes right inside this bin as well, and it's going to fit right under the seat, out of the way. Just like that. I also got these really fun fairy lights. I think my favorite part of the van build so far are the fairy lights. It's so warm and cozy in here. The only downfall so far that I have made a bad decision on is these accordion paper blinds. Not only was this supposed to be an affordable van build, it was also supposed to be more of a stealth van build. And these accordion white blinds just are not stealth at all. So I'm gonna go to the fabric store, get some darker fabric, make a pattern, cut it out to the exact size of the windows, and use magnets to attach them to the windows. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I don't want anybody to be able to see the light in here when I'm camping or somewhere late at night. They probably are gonna think that someone's sleeping or staying in here when they see fairy lights dancing through the windows. And these accordion white blinds probably aren't gonna cut it. So that was a mistake on my part. One other problem I haven't tackled yet is ventilation in here. I haven't really decided if I want to install like a 12-volt fan on the roof, because they're great for ventilation and air circulation, but they also kind of give away that somebody's camping inside the van. So I may hold off on that. If you have any suggestions, let me know. These windows do pop out on the sides, like at the very bottom. There's like enough room for like 2 hands. It's not a whole lot, but it's enough. And I don't know if I'm just gonna put some fans up in the corners. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Next is the microwave. I don't have a microwave in my truck camper, so I thought this was a perfect opportunity for a microwave in my van build. Just gonna put that down here. I also have a little basic hot plate, and I'm just gonna have some pots and pans for some simple cooking. Obviously, I have to pull all of this out when I'm using it. Just wanted to show you how easy it is to set up. Check out this table. I came across this at Walmart and I was like, this would fit perfectly. And it's really versatile because you literally just go like this. Yeah, just like that. And you can carry it right outside and enjoy eating outside. And I can also work here. Put my little laptop here, making some videos, answering some emails. Here's just a little accordion chair. Also, I think this was like $6 or $7 at Walmart. It's perfect, packs away nicely, and fits right behind the sofa. You can't forget the water. I bought these, but in hindsight, I think I'm just gonna end up buying the big, huge water containers that you can buy at Walmart, and you drop off the container when it's empty, because it has a little spout on that too. But this is just for extra water, because you can never have too much water, especially in these extremely hot conditions. And water makes up every cell of our body, so you can't have too much water. These fit in all kinds of places. This is a better size, I think, because if you pull this up, it just fits right there. And this one, well, not quite as convenient, but there's a spout inside, which is great. See, just like that. This is my portable solar shower that I can use outside. I also have a pop-up privacy tent, which is really convenient. And I'm gonna put this away and bring you inside and give you another perspective of my budget van build. Welcome to the inside of my van. I'd say it's just about done, and it only took about 3.5 hours. That includes everything. About 1.5 hours to go buy all the supplies at the store, and about 1 hour to 2 hours cleaning and setting everything up. I'm really all about just getting out there, not spending months on the renovation and building out a van. It was really pretty simple. I'm gonna do a full breakdown on everything I bought, how much it cost. I chose to go with the futon instead of building a bed because wood is extremely expensive right now. When I started to calculate it for the platform itself, it was more expensive just for the wood than for this whole futon. And I like the futon because I have storage underneath for all of my necessities, towels, toiletries, cooking supplies, and then I can pull it out and it becomes a full bed. So it's a sofa now, which I can stretch out on and enjoy, and then sleep on it in a full bed at night. I went with all electric appliances because I wanted it to be more stealth. I have an electric stovetop, a microwave, and a refrigerator. The refrigerator is the most expensive piece in here. Before I give any recommendations, I really want to try it out and see if it's worth the money. Otherwise, it might just be worth it just to use a nice cooler. On my next parts of this series, I'm going to show you a full breakdown on how I'm going to power all these appliances and get it all set up within 20 minutes. A while ago, I did a video on a full installation on solar panels, which is great, but it's a more permanent solution. I think that this is a really great option if you just want to get in your van and go. Maybe you want to switch out your vehicles later, and this is way more low profile. I think I'm going to head up to the lake because it is incredibly hot right now, and I just need to find a large body of cold water. Let me list out everything I bought so you can see how much I spent on this budget van build for the interior, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of the van build where I cover how I power everything in here in 20 minutes or less. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!